Hi, welcome to Tungsten Tales in association with BetVictor at the World Matchplay. The conclusion of the second round matches. First game up, Simon Whitlock against James Wade. It was a scrappy affair. Whitlock eventually coming through 11-7. We caught up with him after the match and he had this to say.
It was a bit scrappy. I started fantastic and just started to miss a few doubles, and then, the more you miss, it's easier to miss again. So, yeah, just a few loose darts here and there, but I'm glad I won in the end the way I did, because it was getting tougher and tougher as the game went on.
Yeah, I mean, you started off, I think you had 180s in like each of the first four legs, and it looked like it was going to be a blitz, and then sort of James got it back, and then it became harder than it might have been, didn't it, it seemed?
Yeah, definitely. I gave him chances, and to be only 3-2 up at the first break, I'm thinking, well, you probably should have been 5-0 up, and then was it 6-4 at the second break? I probably should have been up about 8-2.
Yeah, Simon said there, a little bit scrappy at times. Suljovic has just played. He's got over the line against Ian White. Nip and tuck affair. It was 11-8 in the end, and a very relieved Suljovic spoke to us after the match.
It was a good game, but it was hard work, and when Ian White had won, then it was nothing.
Mensah got off to a good start, and then Ian White gets it back to 9-8. How was Mensah feeling then? I mean, there were some big legs at the end. I mean, and he was under a lot of pressure, but he held himself together. How did he feel when Ian White was coming back at him? Because it was a game he was in control most of the way through.
Yeah, when it was 3-0 and 7-3, kept on thinking about last night and how the results were coming back from players that were behind, and it gave him a little bit more pressure to get over the line. So the last two legs were that feeling. He just had to get over the line.
Mensah, he's already beaten Gary Anderson on this stage. I mean, he's around the top 5 in the world. Must fancy his chances now, I take it.
He always thinks that what he brings to the stage at the moment isn't good enough to win this tournament. But there's so many good players here. He needs to raise his game a little bit to make that happen.
Suljovic there, and typically confident. This is a guy that has won the Champions League, a Euro Tour, and most recently a World Series event. He will take on our surprise winner from the next match, Darren Webster, who just completed an incredible victory over Rob Cross. Rob Cross scored well, just couldn't finish his dinner, missed so many doubles, and Darren Webster was there every time to make him pay, and he will face Suljovic in that quarter-final. A second consecutive quarter-final for Darren Webster. He spoke to us after his match.
Yeah, definitely. I'm over the moon beating Rob. I mean, that was a scrap game to start with. I missed a few doubles. I could have been 5-1 up, and obviously Rob's pulled it back to 5-5. But in the break, I thought to myself, he's not playing that well. Come on, if you can just kick in how you're practicing, you got to show. And that's what I did.
Yeah, he did. There were times where I think you missed chances to go. You could have been 6-3 up, and he got it back to 5-5, and you wondered, but you held yourself together really well, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I've been trying to teach myself to do. Just take breaths and don't worry about it. What happened, so I can try and concentrate on my full potential of my game. Like I said, the first half I missed a few doubles, he capitalised. Second half he missed a few doubles, I capitalised. But I was scoring well enough with him to keep with him and then hit my finishing, and that's, I'm over the moon. I am really, really over the moon to win.
I mean, how does that rank in all your greatest wins so far then, Darren?
Every time I win a darts game, mate, I'm over the moon. That's always my greatest win, because at this level now, and the potential you got with all the youngsters coming, you've still got all the old ones, Michael, Peter Wright, Gary Anderson, Michael Smith, all of them, do you know what I mean? But now you got all the younger breed come through, so not only are you playing them, you're playing these hungry people as well. So for me to be now pushing for the top 10, honestly, you don't understand, mate, how chuffed I am.
And obviously an absolutely elated Darren Webster, who makes his second quarter-final in consecutive years. Well, we've just witnessed an absolute Peter Wright masterclass. Ended up with just shy of 106 average, 50% on his doubles, and won 11-5 against, it has to be said, a very, very good Kim Huybrechts. So his prediction of him being in the quarterfinals came true. He spoke to us just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, the problem with that is you've got to carry it on. You know, as you say, you see my first game, I had 89 average and only 45% of finishing on the doubles, and so up to the average. But if you've got to win the tournament, yes, you've got to be doing averages like that, because the quality of players and the standards are going to get higher and higher.
You know, some huge finishes in there, 121, 130, 116. I mean,
I've done 170 and 122 in the round before.
These are the things that win you matches, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, if you get the chance to take them, you take them.
Are you happy with the darts tonight, Peter?
Yeah, so I was quite happy with them. I don't know. There could be an improvement on them. I've got to work on that in the next couple of weeks.
You mean you're not going to change them before the quarterfinals, are you, Peter?
I don't know. See how we go Friday morning.
A very honest assessment there by Peter Wright, and it definitely wasn't mind games. He fancied the job, and he was right in saying so. As I said, runs out an 11-5 winner and made quite a statement there. A big average, best average of the tournament so far. Stay tuned, subscribe to our channel for more updates. Tomorrow is quarterfinals night.